So if you were able to catch QQQ, SPY, TQQ, Google, Tesla this morning, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. Go ahead and put a 1 in the chat because y'all did that. Y'all all did that. That's how you do it. Before 10.
Congrats, y'all.
Y'all did that. Y'all pressed the button. Y'all pressed the button. Y'all did that. That's it. You saw the setup. You took the trade. Secured the profits. You can close your brokerage and start your week.
30-minute work day. Let's go.
All right, y'all. Good morning. It is Friday. So what I'm going to do for y'all today is I'm going to do a different style video. I'm going to actually take you with me while I go get these eyebrows situated because, oh, Lord. And I'm flying out today, so I definitely got to get that done. I'm also going to break down an awesome trade that we took on SPY earlier this week, giving you the details of what we saw, why we did it, and everything like that. It's Friday, so your girl is not making any breakfast. So, you know, Starbucks was delivered by my chauffeur. His name is Mike, and he lives with me. And he got bagels. And, yeah. So, breakfast is served. Get ready for the trading day. But look out, I'm going to go ahead and break down all the details of how we caught that awesome trade on SPY. So stick tuned. All right, y'all, we got a special treat for you all today. We're going to be breaking down this awesome trade we took as a group on Monday. But before we get into that, make sure you have hit that subscribe button and go ahead and give me a like. Much appreciated. Okay, so listen, my friends, remember one of the most important things, everything is important and when it comes to trading, but y'all, critical levels, right? Marking those key levels are so important. And one of the key levels we need to mark on a daily basis is going to be pre-market high and pre-market low, and I'm gonna show you how that coincided for this play. And the reason I have two charts up right now, my friends, is because of the fact we were able to take both of these plays as a group live on Monday. You're gonna see us taking it live further on in this video, but I'm gonna break it down for you so you can see exactly what we did. Okay, so y'all, we have SPY and QQQs, and inside of the academy we call these the cousins, because at times the cousins want to act right and move together, right? And in this case they did. Both cousins broke pre-market high pretty early on in the day, like literally first candle. Both them broke out. SPY's over here, QQQ is over here, right? Once we get a break of pre-market high, we get a nice push to the upside. Okay, so with this nice flag that we have forming here, my friends, remember, once we get a break of the flag to the upside, that is our entry, and our stop loss is simply on the opposite side. Same thing with QQQ, break of the flag, entry point here, stop loss is simply on the opposite side of the flag. With our first profit target here for SPY is the ORB, right? Which is this 2628 level here. And our profit target for QQQ is also the ORB. So with that being said, guess what we see? Another flag forming. So guys, with this second flag forming here, we've already taken profit on our first entry on SPY and QQQ at the ORB here. So what we do here for the second flag, we have another entry. So we add on to this play, right? When we add on to a play or we add on to a position that we're already in profit, guys, this is how you're able to maximize your potential win on this particular play. We added on to our position here at the break of this flag, knowing our stop loss here for SPY. We also are able to add on to our position size here of the break of this flag here on QQQ. Okay, adding on to your play simply means buying more positions, more contracts in that particular ticker. Okay, and when I say take profit, my friends, I simply mean to sell some of your contracts that you've already made money on. Like, you've already done the work, right? From your entry to your profit target, you want to get paid. So selling some of your position, 1 or 2 contracts, depending on how many contracts you have, that is how you're able to take profit. Okay, so with that second entry on SPY and QQQ, we have another profit target, which is this pivot level here. Okay, if you've watched any of my videos, I talk a lot about pivots and also critical levels. Pivot points, and I'm going to give you that indicator here. These stand as levels of support and resistance, right? Just think of where you are, my friends. You have a floor beneath you that is support, right? So if you would jump, it should hold you. And in this case, we are talking about resistance, right? If there's a ceiling above you, if you threw a ball up, the ball would bounce down, and that is a level of resistance, right? So when it comes to support or resistance, we have a level of resistance at 629.50. So that being said, my friends, we know to take profit at this level of resistance, which we did, knowing that price may bounce or find some resistance here. So we were able to take profit here on SPY and QQQ. So I want you to see that on QQQs, it doesn't have a level above it there, but because of the fact that when the cousins or when QQQ and SPY are moving in tandem, we can use levels from SPY to check on Qs, and we can use levels from Qs to check on SPY. And once again, my friends, what I'm saying is not the Bible, okay? It's not the written in stone. What it is using back testing, and after trading for a number of years, my friends, you get to see that price repeats itself, right? It's a pattern, and you are able to use this previous data to make observations on price during the trading day. And look, it literally coincides. So beautiful, lovely trade on this Monday. We were able to do both Qs and SPY. And also, as an extra bonus, let me show you something too. If you want to trade QQQ and you feel like that the premiums are too high, all you have to do is trade TQQQ. Right? And it gives you that same look and the same movement with a lower premium. So it's great for you as a beginner trader to get that movement of QQQ and take advantage of those moves, but the premiums are a little bit more favorable, right? In regards to not being so high. Same thing with SPY. If you want to trade SPY, but you feel like the premiums are too high, you can try trade PLG, same movement as SPY, but like I said, premiums are a lot more reasonable. Boom, sauce upon sauce upon sauce. You're so welcome. So my friends, I hope you learned something new, and I hope you took notes, rewatch this video, my friends, and understand that you can do this too. All you need is a simple strategy and to follow your rules. So remember, what we looked for was break of critical levels, and in this case it was pre-market high, and then we were able to take advantage of not one, but two entries using the flag, break of a flag, and then also took profit at critical levels. In this case, it was the high of the day, the ORB high, I'm sorry. And then also the pivot point standard came into play. Let me give you that indicator really quickly as an extra bonus. To get the pivot point standard level, make sure you go to your indicators tab and type in pivot point standards, add it to your chart, and boom, you'll have some levels on your chart to help know where support, floor, and resistance is. All right, my friends. So if you want to actually trade with me live, see my screen, hear my thought process, and actually be around a like-minded community of awesome traders, all you have to do is just go ahead and comment trade down below or click the link in my description. If you're still here, give me a thumbs up, because you know you learned something new today. And if you have not subscribed yet, go ahead and give your girl a subscription. I'm going to keep giving you videos like this. And I'm so excited about the Earn As You Learn program, where if you're interested in learning actually how to trade, how to see what these candlesticks mean, and how to actually enter a trade with confidence, but during that process, my friend, you can actually have a earning potential. Make sure you go ahead and check in the description box below. Also, same link down below. And make sure you go ahead and continue tapping in, because I'm going to keep giving you gems and helping you on your trading journey. I hope you have a blessed day, a blessed week, and make sure you watch the video of us actually taking this trade live. All right, guys?